All right, we're streaming there. Okay. No, we're not. This is where I'm yelling at Facebook. All right, for the YouTube folks, we've got 15 eyeballs, 20. Okay, we're gathering a few eyeballs. Facebook's not reconnecting. So this is where, again, I yell at Facebook. Maybe it's coming through, maybe it's not. I don't know. Well, the numbers seem to be going up. Okay, so we'll assume that we're on Facebook, even though it says reconnect. So with all that said, quick update, because they're getting ready to do BBN tonight in here, so don't have a whole lot of time. Except numbers are staying stagnant. This Facebook. All right. Well, they jumped. I think it's every time I'm trying to hit reconnect. Regardless, let's get you real quick here because we've got less than 5 minutes. Tornado watch until 9 o'clock. This is from US 127 and west. That's for folks in Danville, Harrodsburg, Frankfurt, Lawrenceburg. All that is included. Now, the reason why we are in now, I'm trying to get the exact, there we go. So again, there's the blow in on this, and there's a severe thunderstorm warning that has now popped up in the western part of Anderson County. So we'll get the radar to pop up in here for you. So there is your warning for western Anderson County until 3:30. It also clips the northeastern part there of Nelson County from Chaplin on up, and that also until 3:30. So this is a storm. You can see all the lightning going on with this. This has a definite hail core with it. That hail core that you're looking at is the pinks right in here, where you're also seeing all the lightning concentrated. So again, you could get hail. You may get quarter-sized hail out of this. Right now, there's a little bit of a twist on this storm, not much. We've been trying to keep an eye on that little hooking out there toward Bloomfield. Right now, nothing is indicating this is going to go beyond a severe thunderstorm warning until 3:30. So with all that said, let's get you back and talk about the storm that we have coming in through the rest of the day. We are looking at a tornado risk out there for the balance of this afternoon into the evening. It's more as you go north and west from Lexington, so that brown shading is a 5 to 10% chance. More so for folks in southern Indiana to the north and west of Louisville. There is a chance for some big tornadoes out of this. There's a lot of shear available with this storm as things are changing this afternoon. So again, there's your overall severe risk. The slight from basically Lexington north and west, marginal covers most of the rest of the area except for far southeast Kentucky. So again, the big picture on the max track here, you're seeing the storms that have been developing west and south of Lexington. This is wave 1, but this is also, as it moves north, will have the potential as it gets, say, up into this area, a little bit more north, where they may become more severe with time as there's more shear available the further north these storms get. We're also looking at a pretty good storm that's cutting now very southern part of Fayette County. We just went across Nicholasville. You folks there around Lancaster, you've got another pretty good storm on the way with this one. You see some of the communities that will be impacted by that, and that one may have hail up to about dime size. So again, it's not severe at this point, and then the storm to the north also, again, is pushing those severe limits. So you see some of the communities there. Again, the large hail potential, you see how that is all the way up over 2 inches. I don't think we get to that level with this, but hail quarter size, maybe a little bit bigger, certainly not out of the question, and that would be the 1 inch hail with that cell. So again, all the lightning indicates that's got a good deal of hail going on with it. So that is your look off the max track there. As we go through the balance of this afternoon, let's go ahead and show you what we've got on our future track here. So from 5 o'clock, this is running off the HER model. You can see that you still keep the isolated storms coming through the area. Severe storm potential is going to continue to exist with these through the latter part of this afternoon and the evening, and then as we get further into the evening, you see how things are turning into a squall line. That'll be the actual cold front coming in, but that could still have some damaging wind gust potential with it as it comes through. Less of a tornado threat with that since it's more linear and not so much with the individual cells. We're watching a plume of moisture coming northbound. That is part of the fuel for this. You may have felt the difference in the air this morning where it was definitely more humid. And this is just fascinating meteorologically, where you've got a storm sitting right about over Kansas City, the warm surge coming up on its eastern flank. Look at the cold burrowing in on the western side of this storm and the temperature gradient between the two. So again, traditional, fascinating to look at, classic setup for the potential for that severe weather outbreak, and the best chance for that is going to be running out here. That's closer to where the warm front is. I know it's all kind of blending together here, but that's your general overview of what's going on. And again, our time is very short here just because we're getting ready to do BBN tonight. Dew points are down into the mid-50s, so we've lost a little bit of the buoyancy. And we picked up a quarter-inch rain, but it is certainly warm outside with temperatures up around that 70-degree mark. So the bottom line is to stay weather aware for the balance of this afternoon into the evening. Severe weather, kind of our first go-around with severe weather here, is certainly on the table. Hey, the nice thing is we're getting comments in here. So until I see Keith and Maggie, we'll hang in here. In West Danville didn't have any hail. Yeah, that one probably didn't. It's the Nelson County going into Anderson County storm that has the better hail signature on it. Eddie, you are too doggone funny. Berea, I mean, the storm possibilities are there. You've got storms sitting a little north of you right now, but you're getting toward the lower edge of where the severe weather is possible. There is Keith. And it's Noah and not Maggie for BBN tonight. So right now there are tornado watches for Elizabeth there. There are tornado watches from US 127 west, and that's until 9 o'clock. No tornado warnings, but that severe thunderstorm warning for western Anderson County is up until 3:30. So that kind of gives you your quick overview here. Up there in Hebron, you've got a better chance at severe weather than places down to the south. Campton's a lesser chance, and that'll be more toward this evening. You may see some garden variety stuff before then, but you'll have that line of storms coming through later on this evening. So with all that, eastern Kentucky, lesser chances of seeing watches. As we get more into the latter part of the evening, the storm chances will be diminishing as we lose the buoyancy. And so again, for the next few hours, certainly stay weather aware, and that'll continue into the evening. All righty. That gets you up to speed, up to date. We really couldn't do much of an interrupt here because it's women's figure skating and hockey on the Olympics, and it's live. And so we never really know when a break is coming up. And unless there is a tornado warning, we will not interrupt that Olympic programming. And so with that said, we will see you on the newscasts. We do not have a 4 o'clock today, so we'll see you coming up at, warning is worse than a watch, Virginia. So got that. We will see you coming up tonight at 5 o'clock.